Good afternoon. Today is Monday, July 27th. It's been a while since I vlogged. I think the last video was on the 18th. I did pick up the camera a few times over the weekend and filmed some stuff, but I didn't feel like editing, so yeah, there's that. And there's been a whole heck of a lot going on the last week or so. I stayed home most of the week last week. But Friday, it got to me. Staying home by yourself 24/7, besides being a pandemic, it does start to get to you. And it got to me on Friday. So I got my mask on and got a lift and cashed my dividend check. Finally, I should be getting another one in September. And then from there, I walked to Target. I usually do a few things over in that area because, you know, get my money's worth out of the Lyft, because it cost me like $8.11 to go there. So I wanted to go to Target anyway because I wanted to get another Netflix gift card. I've been doing these since I've gotten Netflix back a couple of years ago. My mom wanted to watch Grace and Frankie and The Crown, and she didn't want me to put Netflix on the credit card because I already had so much stuff on the credit card with Uber and Lyft. So I told her about gift cards, and she's like, well, get the gift card for it. So that's what I've been doing. And before this one, I had it till the 23rd of September, I think. And now I'm good till December 23rd. Or September 18th, but whenever, when I loaded the card onto Netflix. Then I picked up some other things. I got cereal, I got a multivitamin, because I wanted to start taking that again. I used to take the gummies, and you forget. And then they get hard, the gummies. And then I never got anything to replace, didn't get it anymore. So I decided when I went to get some. And then at a dollar spot, which is hardly a dollar spot anymore, it's more like a $3 to $5 spot. But they had some art stuff, like paint palettes. I forget, 3 or 4 of them for like $5. They had these little paint containers for $3 or 2, and they do open up. And the smaller cute stuff, I got a hand sanitizer, and I think that's it at Target. Then I walked to Jersey Mike's. I had a coupon. They emailed me for $2 off your order, so I went and ordered my sandwich and then walked out and got my Lyft. And while waiting for that Lyft, I remembered I forgot to use my coupon. I'm like, oh well. Then came home and all that. And then Thursday, I called the doctor's office. I finally made an appointment to see him to get my refill. And I was kind of hoping to get in on Friday because he was there in the afternoons. And I wanted, because the thyroid test, check the levels, you don't have to fast for that, for the blood test. But everything else, he doesn't want you to eat a lot. So if I went in the afternoon, because in the past, he'll ask, have you eaten anything? And I'm like, and it's like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. I look at him and I go, yeah. So it was in the morning. I got it in this morning at 9:30. I did eat. It wasn't a whole lot. So that was today. What else did I do this week? I think Saturday or Friday, when I got the mail, I I got the mortgage bill and I got the property taxes. And it's not as much as I thought it would be. I thought it would be a little bit more. And I was debating, because I never touched the stimulus money that the government sent me. Sent everybody, but I never touched that because I was planning on using it for property taxes, at least a quarter, and maybe the homeowners. But the homeowners is more than I thought because they don't have because I was comparing from what it's going to be for this year and what it was last year for my mom, and the discount, what was missing was the discount because she had her her car insurance was with them as well, so she got that discount for the homeowners. I don't have that anymore, so that's one of the reasons why I went up. But anyway, I was going to use it, part of that stimulus amount with a quarter to pay for both things. But now I was going back and forth, and I think I'm going to use the stimulus to pay the the first two quarters, and I'll still have leftover of stimulus money after, which tells you how much what it is, how much my property taxes are. It's not much. It's way cheaper than Cook County, I should say. And then I'll call my money guy for the homeowners. And then, so there was that. And then this morning, the last week, I said this in a vlog, I think the last vlog, that, I'm starting to remember the last 10 days, my mom being around, and when I made the appointment for the doctor, I wrote it in the book for the, this weekend, wrote it on Monday, and I'm like, how weird or odd or funny, however you want to look at it. Last year, I made the appointment to see him. It was on the 29th of July. Well, at the time when I made the appointment, she was still alive. She was going to hospice. I went to see him so he can give me something to deal with the stress, because I wasn't sleeping because, all this, the pain she was in, making noise and everything. So it was, I wanted something for that. But by the time I went to the doctor, she was gone the 28th, tomorrow. So I wrote the appointment. I'm like, wow. Last year I saw him the day after she died, well, not knowing that she was going to die the day before. And now I'm seeing him the day before she passed. And I've been crying on and off the last week or so. When I went to see him, before he came in, when I was waiting to see him, I was in a little bit of tears. And he came in and he's like, well, how are things? And I'm like, that's good. And I said, it's going to be a year tomorrow. And he's like, really? That went fast. He couldn't believe it was a year already. And he asked how I was doing and everything. Funny, I wasn't crying when I was talking to him. A little bit, but not much. And I said, I'm doing okay, considering, And he's like, I'm holding up and everything, and then with the pandemic, by yourself, I'm like, well, I'm home. There's nobody else. So I had to do the blood test. He asked if I ate. I go just cereal, so he did I don't know if he did the whole kit and caboodle, because he took he asked for 3 vials of blood and a urine test. And that was something different, that urine test, but anyway. So, did that, and then I went to Walgreens because I needed to fill the prescription. I didn't, because my last pill was going to be on the 3rd, so I didn't want to go back out again before then. So did that, and then it was going to be an hour, so I walked to Pink Box Donuts, got a couple of cronuts, had one while waiting, because it was too early to go get lunch. It was like 10:30. So, eat the donut, walked back, and then looked around, waited and sat and wait, and looked at my phone and checked my email. The scripture was ready, so I picked that up. And I wasn't going to go across the street. I was going to, go somewhere else. I think Cafe Zupa's I was planning on doing. But I'm like, no, I'll go across the street to Windy City. So I went there, picked up a hot dog, and one of the workers, well, a couple of them, know me. And one of them that was bringing me up, taking my order, she asked how I was doing. And I'm like, okay. And then I said it was a year. And she's like, really, already? And she's like, I was just thinking about her the other day. So, yeah. She asked how I was doing. I'm like, okay. It's funny, I did cry after, the doctor left. But not, full blown like this, but little tears. And kind of hard to cry with a mask on. Well, not really, but kind of hard to wipe your eyes with it. But, so I ordered and waited for my lift. Came home. And, tomorrow, the couple are picking me from my brilliant group are picking me up and taking me out to lunch tomorrow. Because last week she texted me how I was doing and everything. Because it's been a while. So, she asked if anybody's texted me if I talked to anybody for a while. I'm like, nope, not for a while. And I mentioned it was going to be a year. And she's like, oh my god, go to lunch tomorrow. So they just called like an hour ago to confirm. And yeah, that's what's been going on. I've been watching some Disney Plus the last couple of weeks. I've been watching some of the vet shows that are on National Geographic on there. I watched them on Animal Planet, so I saw a couple of them, and so I binge watched them over the last couple weeks. And earlier last week, I think I saw on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, the accounts that Amazon had some Funko Pops on sale, and there was like 2 that were on my wish list, and I almost ordered both of them. Well, I actually did order both of them, and then I'm like, no, I canceled one of them, and the one came over the weekend, the other one, this is the Marilyn Monroe. And the other one was the fairy godmother from Cinderella. So, there is a black and white variant to this, and I believe Entertainment Earth has it. And I'm going to put her, right now she's sitting on, or standing on the mantle. And I'm going to put her in the cabinet where I keep most of my Funko Pops. Put her next to my Audrey Hepburn one. Well, actually, it's a character from Breakfast at Tiffany's. Not her, the Audrey Hepburn one. So, yeah, that's what's been going on here. Tomorrow, hopefully, won't be as bad as today was. Well, today wasn't too bad. But yeah. So, I mumbled on long enough, so I'm going to end it here and see you guys later.